June 7th and it's warm. Here comes a moose man on the run. Let's take a look at the garden. The loofahs have taken off like wildfire. Wild Rose is doing well. Moose, you need to go on, man. You're panting here. That's all I can hear. Here we go. Maybe this is a little better shot. I'd say the loofahs, the longest one's probably running about 9, going on 10 feet now. And they're growing at least 8 or 10 inches a day the past 3 or 4 days. The faster growing ones, it's gone wild. And lots of loofahs. So I think I'm at the point now that it's time to pinch some of the longer ones off and just let the fruit that's on there form. And then maybe run a few of these down through here and see how they do. But we got some pretty maters coming in here. Look at that bad boy. There's my hand and there's the tomato. And then here we've got some of the peach, Native American peach tomatoes, fuzzy. These are fuzzy, as opposed to the Punakira cucumbers I kept calling fuzzy, which aren't fuzzy. These are. Let's see what else we've got down through here. And see, this is a lot bigger than I thought they were going to get. But that's obviously one of the fuzzy ones. I don't know if you can see it shimmering. And here's another pleated tomato. Kind of wild looking, different. Forage is doing good. Still got a few blue flowers. We're fixing to open up a lot more. Alright, here's a later planted bed. Epazote. I believe those are ornamental peppers. We're going to see when they get a little bigger. Those were the last ones that were planted out in the house, just kind of as curiosity. So I've really only got a couple of those going. That's going to be lime basil, a variety of lemon basil, of course the small bush basils. I don't know exactly which one, but it's kind of a miniature. More lime. That's opal, I believe, purple opal, lime. Sage from seed that really got beat up in the last storm. Bow tea. Still growing like a champion. And I noticed something else here. I've got to get a trap bag out here. But I haven't had much problems from the Japanese beetles because I've got a catch crop. Now that I know that, I'll try to use that to my benefit. As a matter of fact, I will see here. I will just hang the bag right there on that post next to the faux tea. It'll draw them in, the bag will catch them, and we'll be in good shape. Alright, one day these look like they're going to give it up, and the next day they look like they're ready to go again. Guess you can see they're still pretty prolific in their production. But the vines, this vine got broken off. Still setting fruit. That's why I've let a runner go at the bottom and pinch the runners off once they set a couple. Yeah, I believe these are the German greens, and these are big boys too. Again, my hand versus the tomato. Isis cherry. I'm gonna go out on a limb like the Punakira and say, I think I'm gonna like this one. I want you to have a look down here. Oh my goodness gracious. If this thing tastes good, wow. I think I was just impatient with it setting fruit. In fact, this one set so much fruit, storm came through and it just cracked the vine in two. Right there. And that's my fault for not having it tied up, but you see the plant's still doing well. If it gets any disease starting from down here, I'll have to cut it off. But other than that, it's still got some gorgeous tomatoes, and those are mighty big for cherries, but it cracked because of all the rain we had. First tomato out of the garden though. I mean, it's setting fruit. Oh, here's another one turning red. So we're starting to see some action out here. Costa Romanesco, authentic heirloom Italian zucchini. One casualty so far of those that made it. 2 rows. First row did much better than the second. Same story on the okra. I can only imagine if we'd interplanted. But there are the 2 rows of okra. And let's see how our passion flower's doing. Passiflora. Sushni. Fern we discussed. Still doing what's got some grass growing in. I'd really like to have another specimen or split this one out before the season's out. Oregano rue, dill. Got a nice little umbel coming up there. Plants from the Umbelliferae family. As if you couldn't tell, I'm not that great at Latin, but hey, do what I can. More of the basil. That's some really pretty right there. Habaneros. Still just plants, nothing on them. Balm. Yarrow, I keep cutting flowers off the yarrow because it just grows and grows. Here we go. Look at that. These ripen to red if you let them go all the way. Got some pretty nice ones. Alright. Here's one of the fruit we keep looking at. The maypop, passion fruit. Purple ruffles is really pretty. Also hasn't flowered out yet. I haven't even pinched these back. I've pinched back some of the others, but none of the purples. And here's the ones that turn yellow. And they're pretty also. Not quite as big as the reds in general. But we've got some nice fruits. So, looking forward to that. These are the jalapenos. They have not set any fruit yet. Here we go. We get into the serranos and the cayennes. And just absolutely gorgeous. One of the first pepper plants I ever grew. And it produced so much. It was just so much fun. And you know, one experience like that can really get you hooked. Let's see. I know it's not right, but what fun if you can't eat it. Not too hot yet. Whew, seeds are warm. Yeah, that was a good pepper. Even if it's not ripe.